Hello YouTube, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. On this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm all shiny because I'm sweaty. I just got back from the gym. That's right, I had to go to the gym and then come back to work. One of those days. But I saw a question on YouTube that had me a little bit concerned, so I'm going to provide an answer. YouTube user Anish, or however you pronounce it, I apologize, I want to get your name right, I just don't fully know how, asked us, what's the next step if you beat the motion for summary judgment in your case? Who decides the amount you get, and is it good if you beat that step? Can the defense still appeal? So, there's two different ways to win a motion for summary judgment for a plaintiff. You can win a motion for summary judgment, whereas the judge says, hey, we don't need a trial here. You win. You win. We're going to have a hearing about how much you win. It's the first way. That way is very rare for plaintiffs. It can happen. Certainly, I've seen it happen. But it's rare. The second way for a plaintiff to win a summary judgment motion is for the judge to say, hey, you've got claims that survive summary judgment. I'm not granting defendant's request to get rid of all your claims. I'm going to make sure that some of your claims survive to trial. This is a win. You get your trial. You as a plaintiff have made it to trial, which is good news, right? Now, you're saying who decides the amount you get? Well, it depends. Depends on if you have a judge, an arbitrator, or a jury. Whichever you have is the person who decides. So that's going to be the person who decides. Like, if you're in court, you're going to have a judge no matter what. But you can select a jury trial, and in that scenario, the jury is going to select what you might win. If you have a bench trial, it's the judge. If you're in arbitration, it's the arbitrator, right? It's going to depend on what your scenario is. Then you ask me, is it good if you beat that step? Yeah, any version of winning summary judgment, ranging from winning outright to just surviving summary judgment and getting your trial, is both really good for your case, right? That's what plaintiffs want. They want to win or have their trial, one way or the other. If the case hasn't settled, they want to try that case. That's the goal. So yes, that's really positive. Can the defense still appeal? Yeah, they can appeal a summary judgment decision. The same way they can appeal almost any substantive decision, right? I don't know that they will very often, because there's still a trial to come. But it could happen, and I've worked on cases where that has happened, right? They just don't agree with the decision, they don't agree with the logic, often the way the case law is interpreted, or just the legal arguments the judge put together. So they appeal that. They don't think these claims should be going to hearing, right? That happens, certainly. Let's circle back, because I think I missed part of your question. Oh, what's the next step if you beat the motion for summary judgment? Okay, so if you won summary judgment outright, the next step is you have a hearing about your damages. The judge says, hey, we don't need a trial on whether or not this happened. It happened. We know it happened. And I'm deciding the summary judgment motion to say we don't need a trial. It happened. Great, you're going to have a hearing on damages. That's the next thing that happens. If you survive summary judgment, then the next thing that happens is, generally speaking, going to be a joint pretrial order. You're going to trial. You got to schedule your trial. You got to pick a jury. You got a lot of things going on. A lot of things coming up, right? There's a lot going on here. Trial binders, get all your ducks in a row, get your multimedia presentations ready, line up your expert witnesses. It's the big show. That's the next step, right? So yeah, that's always great news. That's what you want to see. If a case doesn't settle, you want to survive summary judgment or to win summary judgment to get your day at trial, to win trial, and then ultimately to go to a damages hearing. And because they bifurcate, generally speaking, in this field, they bifurcate, not always. We have one hearing on whether or not you win. You have a second hearing as to how much, right? Anish, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. I wish you great luck with your case. And if this video was helpful, like, subscribe, comment down below, share. Apparently sharing is caring. It helps our channel to grow. Bye, everybody.